Picture, if you will, a balmy 83-degree summer night. The place, Jacksonville, Florida. The event, the birth of my mother's second child. After only 6 short hours of giving birth, a faint cry can be heard from the waiting room. And I completely blanked on that one. Welcome, a beautiful baby girl. No, I'm not here to tell you the story about a sex change. My name is Mitch C, and as I'm sure you've already figured out, this story's not about me. This is about my twin sister, Anissa. You see, months before the day of her birth, my mother would go in and do the routine checkups just as always, and everything would check out just fine, envisioning that she's going to have a beautiful baby girl in 6 months. However, on the day of the event, my sister comes out, and lo and behold, the doctor finds me still in the womb camping out. Yes, they did not know I was there. Believe it or not, in the 80s, they still did not have that technology. However, they blamed it on what was simply my sister lying on top of me the entire time, and the doctor never saw 2 heartbeats. Now fast forward 33 years and a few hundred beers later. Today I'm a proud parent and husband. My wife Jessica and I just recently celebrated our 5-year anniversary, and we also had the honor of this summer completing a life event. We both were able to walk across the stage together in front of our kids, our family, and our friends, and receive our master's degree at the same time. Now, as far as kids, I have 2 extremely rambunctious kids. My son Austin is my eldest at the age of 7, and he's about as defiant as they come. The 7-year-old, first grader, between the terminology he uses, words like moss, snap, and yes, boom, shakalaka, has come back in. The shows he watches and the video games he plays, I know how my parents felt years ago. It's quite absurd. My daughter, on the other hand, is about as ornery as they come. She likes to do whatever she can to annoy you. She'll grab onto my leg, she'll give me wet willies, do what she can to start a wrestling fight, and yes, even when I'm working from home, she'll jump in my office chair during a conference call and poke me in the back of the head 5 or 6 times. It's just what she loves to do. And I love my kids to death, and they are quite the spitting image of their father. Please don't judge them by that. Professionally, I have 2 jobs. I work at Quintiles as an IT or information technology manager, where essentially I have 2 roles. First is end-user support. You have a problem with any of your computers, it plugs into the wall, we support it. Next is project management. Think of all the new software, the new hardware that you receive. I'm the person responsible for delivering that to you year over year. My second job, however, is not really a job per se, because it's actually a life event that I've accomplished. It's a part of my 5-year plan, and I just completed this year, and that was to become a college professor. Today, I teach at ITT Technical Institute, teaching software development and computer science. Now, why do I do that? It seems like a lot with 2 kids, a wife, 2 jobs, the list goes on and on. I do it because I love education. I'm a firm believer that it never stops, and I like to give back as much as I can. On top of that list, I also volunteer with my Kansas City Project Management chapter, my homeowners association, and now I'm pleased to add Toastmasters to that list as well. So when I do get free time, which is few and far, the things I like to do really boil down to just a few things. I like woodworking, I like to build furniture, I like playing video games, sitting around with the neighbors on a cool winter night around a bonfire and just drinking some beer. And I also like sports. Sports being a big part of my life, as you can see. I'm sporting MU today. I am also cheering on the Royals secretly, even though I may not be wearing blue. And the Chiefs are hit and miss. Sports tend to take up quite a bit of my time, although the Royals haven't managed to do so in the last 29 years. So that's pretty much all there is to know about me today. I look forward to getting to know more about all of you and telling you all more about me through future speeches. But I appreciate your time. Thank you.